Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Mallory. If you'd like to become one of my pals, it's super simple. Hit the subscribe button down below and ring the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up because I've been pretty good at posting content. Woohoo! So if you're as excited as I am, you can always give a thumbs up. That's much appreciated, or leave a comment or a question or a suggestion for the future down below in the comments section, and follow me everywhere and get all the info in the description box down below. And if I'm missing anything in that description box that you want me to add, if you have a question about something that I don't know, whatever. um so I'm in my plant mom era, doing a lot of plant videos. Don't want to bore you all to death, but I got this. Is the Earth Pods Natural Flower Plant Food Capsules Hibiscus and Tropical Flower Formula. And then I got the Citrus Fruit Formula. There was a Succulent and Cacti Formula, which I almost got, but I thought we have more plants than we do have cacti and succulents, although I do want to grow my cacti and succulent collection. Definitely succulents. If you want to know what's on my dream list, so currently we have a jasmine plant, and I call her Jasmine. And my Izzy, my little baby teeny tiny pineapple, if you don't know the story behind that, let me know, and maybe I'll like tell you in a comment or make a separate video if I haven't gone into the full detail of it. But basically, this plant, once whole, is now the body of the plant is living outside on the lanai. I still water and care for it, and the leaves still are growing. The head of the plant, which was Izzy the pineapple, is living in a cup of water in the kitchen on the counter. And I have hope that as I continue watering the body of the plant, that it'll continue growing and maybe sprout another pineapple, and or that I plant Izzy in some soil and magic happens. And yeah, I'm like, how do I keep this thing alive? So a pineapple like Izzy, if you've seen Izzy, you know he's teeny tiny. I kind of want another one if this doesn't work out. If it does, I still want to get a pineapple, but like one that's edible, that like a human could consume. That is on my list, along with other things humans can consume. Like, I'm very excited. I'll give you an update. I did post pictures to my Instagram of the little buds. I was calling them buds, and they are blooming into little flowers. I didn't really get up close and personal to see if they have a unique smell or anything. And if they do, it obviously wasn't very strong, and my nose isn't very good at smelling stuff. Anyways, but those will become fruit, and that fruit will be lemons and limes, hence the citrus and fruit formula. Also in the kitchen is the banana. It's a banana. It's a banana ice cream is what it's called, plant. And these bananas, again, don't know if they're edible, but the peels I think are like a bluish gray. They have those at the botanical gardens. Like, we've been having some hot days. And really, like, in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing compared to like what the summer's gonna be like, but it just gives you a teeny tiny taste that like makes you like start to dread summer and be like, ugh. But this weekend, like today is I think gonna be nice, but then it's gonna get colder tomorrow, and like one night it might go down into the 40s. Like, we're gonna have some cold temps, so I don't know if my mom and I will be brave enough to go all the way to the botanical gardens. But I thought it might be fun to like look in the gift shop and just try to like have an outing. If not now, someday soon, hopefully. Just because, like, I don't know, I want to see things, I want to learn. So on my list, we've had orchid plants in the past. I think orchids are beautiful, and I'd love to have another one, and learning that they're very delicate to take care of. We've had in the past gardenia plants, and my mom's notorious for killing them. I don't know how else to say that. So, but I've really grown a green thumb, and I'm doing really well, and I'm going to double check my information on my hibiscus plants, because with these warmer days, like, the soil just kind of sucks up the water like crazy. Like, they need to be watered like extra good. Because I really want them to bloom. I want to enjoy the flowers and photograph them and put them on my Instagram and whatnot. So that's why I got also the hibiscus and tropical flower formula. So if you're wondering, there's 100 capsules, earth pods. It's like a multivitamin, like, for your plant. And this is what it looks like. No muss, no fuss, no smell, no nothing. You just stick. Let's see, what did it say here? Depending on the plant. So a small plant, you need 1 to 2 earth pods. A medium plant, 2 to 4. And then a large plant, 4 to 8. And you just, literally, it is no dirty fingers, no measuring, and no smells. Takes a lot of the guesswork out for you. You just say, well, how big's the plant? And then you'll know how many capsules it'll need. And you stick it into the dirt near the root area, I believe. This is eco-friendly, kid-friendly, pet-friendly. It's all natural, or something, I want to say. So I guess if, like, one fell on the floor and your dog accidentally got into it, it's not like, a 911 emergency. But I really want to care for the banana plant, and I didn't realize that this did all fruit, not just citrus. So I went ahead and got this because bananas. Bananas. This also does bananas, palms, which I thought about. So yeah, I said an orchid, an edible pineapple, an Izzy type pineapple, an orange tree. If you've ever smelled orange blossoms, that smell is like to die for. And like, I'm really hoping that the lemon and lime will have like some type of a fragrance, but I don't know. I have to dig my nose a little closer to the flower, or use my mom's. My mom, her nose, oh my god, it is like one of those dogs that can, like, smell things 1,000 miles away. Gardenia, I'd like to, like, successfully, like, keep a gardenia going. I'm excited for my jasmine to grow and to bloom. That'll smell incredible. I think as far as, like, flowers that aren't necessarily, like, tropical or something you'd find in Hawaii, would be those. Although you might be able to find gardenia out there. I was really trying to find a specific jasmine, which is plant spelled Pikeke, like pikiki or pekiki. And that is like a Hawaiian jasmine. I don't know how different that is from any old jasmine. I feel like there's different types of jasmine. I've seen jasmine gardenia, and I'm like, what is this? I have so much to research. I figured like a nursery or garden center might have, answers to my questions. Also, the botanical garden might have answers to my questions. A orange tree, what do you call that thing? It's a Fiji apple crisp dwarf tree that caught my eye. I miss having basil. I had a basil plant and his name was Basil, and I miss it. So I might get into like some herbs and things down the road. More succulents, perhaps if I find a fun little cacti. who knows, sweet cactus rather. We will see. If there's more than one, then it'll be cacti. I definitely have been finding interesting bananas, but I'm like, stick with the one banana plant. We don't need, like, we're not trying to feed a whole zoo of monkeys over here. The primates could do without, because we don't have any. Ooh, I found an olive, like olives. I like green olives. I thought, ooh, grow some olives. Like that'd just be fun. But like, do I need them? Not really. Um, like I thought about the whole blueberry, raspberry, blackberry, because I like those. But I feel like that's a shrub and a bush, and you really like it could grow wide and take up too much width. I only have so much space to work with. Um, and then I like strawberries, and I thought that could be something fun because I tried and always wanted to grow them in New Jersey, but the squirrels and the chipmunks, whatever, the groundhogs, there'd always be an animal, deer, who knows, eating, things. So that was a pain, but I think I could have success with strawberries on the lanai. Squeaky's not going to eat them, so I don't have to worry about any other animals or anything getting to them. I'm sure. Oh, bird of paradise. I'd like to have some bird of paradise, or maybe just some like tropical greenery that doesn't have a fruit or a flower. Down the road, we will see. Over the years for like Christmas and like my birthday, I've asked for like a lot of like houseware stuff. And while there's still a lot of things that I have my eye on, I'm thinking this year for my birthday, since I'm in my plant mom era and my green thumb is really growing greener and greener each week, that I might want more plant stuff, like a little apron with pockets to put things in, or like a little like table to count it as like my little gardening table where like I keep my essentials, or just like a nice table to display a bunch of little like cacti and succulents. But I went ahead and got this thinking, I don't know how well you can see that, thinking I could just sprinkle it on top of the soil, and like when I go to water my it was my mom's, I got it for her, but I handle it, the ice cream banana plant, that it would just help this to dissolve, I guess is the word, into the soil. But depending on the plant determines how much you need and where you place it. So this does require a bit more of something. My brain is buffering. So part of me, but it says scan me. I will, because I'm like, I don't want to have to like have the hassle of returning something that I feel I don't need right away. But learning that you don't just put one of these in your plant and it's like a slow release over time situation. This is like every 2-week situation. Yeah, all natural, eco-friendly, child-friendly, and pet-friendly. And I feel like you might go through this faster than you'd realize. But I like how you can easily store these when you're not using them. And it's really no muss, no fuss. I don't have to worry about powders or liquids and trying to not make a mess, and then like figuring out, well, how do I make sure each plant gets exactly what it needs without like contaminating it with something else and causing a problem. But based off of the images on here, this looks like we got some hibiscus, plumerias, bananas, calla lilies, oh my goodness, it'll come to me. Starts with the letter M. First I was like marigold. I'm like, those are not marigolds. And then my brain went to Mongolia, which is a country, but there's an inside joke there. These are, oh my gosh, This is brain fog at its finest, y'all. These flowers. They're big, they're beautiful. When they're in full bloom, they're filled with a lot of bees. You see them a lot at Disney, walking over the bridge from the boardwalk to Epcot. And they are called... Some of you might know and be screaming at your screen. Or being kind and typing it below. I don't know. My trainer once said the name of it. He's like, look at the blah blah in bloom. Magnolias. Oh, my poor brain. Yeah, 8, 10, 10 professional formula for bananas, palms, and ornamentals. So I don't know, this could be a backup fertilizer. It looks like it's got a resealable bag. This looks like it also would be good if you were like gonna repot something, depending on what it is. So put this like at the bottom of the plant. There's a lot of these say, you know, like near the trunk or something about the trunk diameter. Diameter. And if it's like, let's say a banana or a palm tree, 4 times a year, general garden plants, 4 times a year, trees and flowering shrubs, twice a year, spring and fall, if it's for your lawn, as per requirement. I have no idea, but anyways, I got fertilizer, y'all. We got fertilizer. And who knows what else. I have my eyeball on some other things, and I was holding off, and okay, so I don't really know what these things are called. I'm sure they have a proper name, but I'm like torn. It's like self-watering kind of for the plants. There's like ceramic ones and glass ones and maybe plastic ones. There's different kinds. Some are really long, some not so much. And I'm trying to think, is like some of my hibiscuses, the soil, like despite me watering them good my every other day basis, so far things seem to be like thriving, but some stuff is a little like oops. And my mom noticed the other night, Thursday night was it, I want to say, that some of the hibiscuses were bone dry, and I'm like, but I gave them like a good drink like on Wednesday. And so yesterday when I watered things, I made sure to like give them extra water, but there's these things, and you fill them up with water, and some look like balls, like little globes, but I've seen them come in shapes like hearts, stars, stuff like that. Or it's just, you know, again, a big ball with the long tube. I don't know what to call it. And you fill these things with water, either from like the tube down, or some they're open at the top. You can kind of like remove a lid and fill up the bulb that way, and the stem, I guess. I don't know, there's a lot of different ways to utilize these, and supposedly how it works, if I remember correctly, but you saw I struggled with not marigolds, not Mongolias. See, the word disappeared again out of my brain. The magnolias. So hopefully you'll know what I'm talking about. You fill it with water, you stick it in, and obviously it slowly will drain to like slowly water the plant over I don't know how many days. And then somehow it's supposed to like, I don't know, magically fill up again or do something to like continuously on its own like water the plant for you. And I do want to look into this for a few reasons. One is that if some of these plants need more frequent watering than what I'm able to provide, it couldn't hurt. Two, I found these flamingo ones, and they're like an ombre from like an orangey color into like a pinky, like magenta type of color, very kind of sunsetty vibes. And I thought, picture these flamingos in a hibiscus plant. Like, I feel like it's a perfect match. Um, but was the stem part be long enough? That I don't know, and I don't know how much that matters. That would require some Googling and researching, etc. But it was like 82 degrees, and I was on my lanai and my flip-flops, and I ended up wearing a neck fan, and I was like, oh my God, this is difficult. Me and the heat, not a good combination. And if I'm going to be continuing to care for everything, especially as we get into the summer months, it might be too hot for me to be out on the lanai, where it could be like a safety situation. So if I can find something that can do a lot of the work for me, that would make me happy. So I might do more research. And if those sound promising and legit, maybe I'll watch some like YouTube videos as well to further educate myself on whatever these things are called. Then instead of investing in another plant at this time, I might wait a month or two, because I'm thinking we got coming up. Ooh, I do have something coming from my mom for like a early, I don't know when it's arriving, but it might be an early Valentine's Day present. It's a heart-shaped succulent. Because I gave her one many moons ago and it didn't survive its way to our condo, and we tried to like repot it, and it's just so but I just came across something and it spoke to me for her, so that is on its way. But outside of that, I'm thinking like we got Mother's Day and her birthday, or maybe doing like the anniversary. Well, I don't want to celebrate anniversaries in February. My grandfather's birthday, like that would be like a good time to have like an orange tree. When I think of apples, I think of fall, so maybe like September, October feels like a good time to maybe try to grow some apples. But who knows? We'll see what happens. I'll keep y'all updated, whether it's in a video here on my Instagram. Just wanted to give y'all an update and share with you what's on my mind as a plant mom, show you my fertilizer. So yeah, if all this was fascinating, give this video a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, down below, subscribe, ring the bell, like this video, give it a big old thumbs up, and thanks so much for being here and for all your love and support. And as always, till next time, keep it quirky.